Hi, I'm Sydney, and today we are learning about angles, parallel lines, and transversals. So let's say that I have a line segment CD and another line segment EF. Both of these lines go on forever and are on the same plane. In this case, the plane is the screen. If you look and see, these lines never intersect. This is because if you think about it like a graph, these lines have the same slope but different y-intercepts. These pair of lines are called parallel because they never intersect and they are on the same plane. We can write that they are parallel by saying line segment CD is parallel. We can write parallel by doing this to line segment EF. Now we're going to say there's a line that intersects these parallel lines. This is a transversal, and we'll label this L. A transversal is a line that intersects at least two other lines. So now I'm going to go back to the other example, and I'm now going to explain to you guys alternate interior and exterior angles. So the angles located here are exterior angles because they are outside of the parallel lines. The angles located here are interior angles because they are located inside of the parallel lines. Keeping this in mind, know that all alternate exterior angles are congruent and all alternate interior angles are congruent. So in this case, this angle right here would be congruent to this angle right here because there are alternate exterior angles located outside of the parallel lines, while this angle right here would be congruent to this angle right here because there are alternating angles inside of the parallel lines, and this is again called alternate interior angles. Vertical angles and corresponding angles are also congruent. I'm now going to give you guys an example explaining vertical and corresponding angles. So if we start with angle D, we can see that its vertical angle is angle A. We can write this by saying that angle D is congruent to angle A. And again, angle D is vertical to angle A because they are located vertically from each other. Now if we had angle F, its vertical angle would be angle G because they are vertical from each other. Now just by looking, we can see that angle A and angle E are congruent. They are obviously not vertical angles or alternate exterior or interior angles. Instead, they are called corresponding angles. So if we had angle D and angle H, they are corresponding because they are correspondent or essentially matching on the plane. Now I'm going to give you guys another example, and we're going to work through finding alternate interior and exterior angles, vertical angles, and corresponding angles. So now angle L, we're looking at angle L here, and angle S. These are examples of alternate exterior angles because they are alternating angles located outside of the parallel lines. Angle O and angle P are examples of alternate interior angles. An example of vertical angles would be angle M and angle N because they are located vertically from each other. A corresponding angle example can be angle L and angle P because they are matching on the plane. So I'm going to draw a mini version of these parallel lines and the transversal intersecting it. So if I were to move the transversal so it created different angles, all the corresponding vertical and alternate interior-exterior angles, they would all still be congruent. So even if I'm creating a different angle, I'm still having corresponding vertical, alternate interior and exterior angles that are all congruent. So now I'm going to give you guys one last example, this time using numbers. So let's say that I have two angles, one is 91 degrees and another one is 89 degrees. So by looking here, we can see that the vertical angle to this 89 degree angle would be right here. The corresponding angle to 89 would be over here. The alternate exterior angle would then be over here. We can also say that the corresponding angle to 89 would be over here. So we can now say that the vertical angle to 91 would be over here, and the alternate interior angle to angle 91 would be over here, and its vertical angle to 91 would be over here. So as you can see, we can find congruent angles by doing many different things, by looking at vertical angles, alternate interior-exterior angles, or even corresponding angles. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys have learned a lot about angles, parallel lines, and transversals.